Is everyone hiding under their doonas today?
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, it's cold.
Actually, had a lot of people say they can't attend the call, but they'll be watching the recording.
Just let me know when you're ready, darling. Well, I keep...
Okay, darling, you are live and ready to go.
Yay! Welcome, everyone. We're up to week 5. Oh, my goodness. The time is going so fast. So I just wanted to go through a little bit of recognition first before Justin will introduce our special guest for the day. So top associate enrollers. So Dr. Esterico Ramascal was our number 1 enroller. I don't think he'll be on the call. He is in the Philippines. He is actually a nephrologist. So he uses the ASEA in his hospital, which is really, really amazing. So, and we have the rest of our top 10 there. So congratulations and well done to everyone who has been out there in action and getting new associates enrolled into ASEA. Do we want to give everyone a big round of applause? Yay.
Yay, congratulations. All right.
So fantastic work. So qualifying for Reach for the Beach as well, which is really exciting. They're on the leaderboard for Reach for the Beach, which is the incentive trip for Australia and New Zealand to go to Bali. And I'm really excited about that, especially right now when it's cold today. And the top kept 10 contactors last week. Now, this is looking a little bit wacky. This report
doesn't look like that report's correct.
No, I don't think this report is correct. But anyway, at number 1, we had Marion and then Lorna, and they're kind of all out of order. So I'm not sure what's going on with that report. I have to get looked into that. But congratulations, Marion, for being out there and being in action. I don't know if Marion is on the call. She is probably at work, I would say. So well done to Marion. So our number 1 of the contactors and enrollers will be getting a book. So I'll be in touch to get them their free book.
And obviously, that is only the contactors that are using the ASEA ASEA Business Coach Pro version. So, and so definitely use the contact tab and the update results tab.
Yeah.
But now,
over to you, Justin.
Today we have an amazing special guest for you all. Good long-term friend of ours now. And amazing coach and very insightful man. A man that I have a huge amount of respect for in his discipline and the way that he creates his life and takes the business opportunity of network marketing and what we have and transforms that as a vehicle into an ideal lifestyle. A family man, father of 3, has been highly successful in network marketing himself. He still has a residual 6-figure income, but retired many years ago, and now has, of course, the amazing MLM Nation business coaching machine for network marketers like us. So over to you, the amazing Simon Chan. Thank you for joining us on the call today.
Hey, everyone. You know what? I was getting nervous. Once I saw the picture of myself, I'm like, oh, I wish Nicole can speak longer, Justin. That's my turn to speak. I'm like, oh, crap. But I'll tell you, I'm just a shy, quiet Asian kid from Brooklyn, New York. And if you ever feel, I'm still getting nervous before I speak, even though I've spoken big events and do the podcast. So if you feel like you are nervous before prospecting, I understand how you feel. And I'll share one tip for you. It's like, it's okay to be nervous, but you have fear. It's okay to have fear. Sometimes we feel we got to get rid of the fear. The reality is, we're humans. You're never going to get rid of the fear, but it's learning to act in spite of that fear, right? So if you're nervous, It's okay. I mean, not every one of us can be like Justin. Okay, I'm sorry, because I'm not. I can't be Justin, like, oh, outgoing. I'm a shy, quiet kid. You know, I'm going to Australia next month. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to tell you about it. But one of my favorite things about Australia, it's like a 14.5-hour flight, and no one's bothering me. I love that quiet. And that's especially I haven't traveled in a while, and like with my kids and all that. My wife was waiting for me to finish this call so I can give the kids a bath. I don't know why they haven't been bathed yet and get dinner going, but like I said, I'm just a shy, quiet kid. So here's the lesson. First lesson is you can't get rid of fear. It's learning to act in spite of fear, right? Even the top athletes, they get nervous, but it's learning to act in spite of the nervousness. So anyway, I'm excited to be here. It's an honor. Thank you, Justin, Nicole, for inviting me to be on Shine Bright. I see some familiar friends here. We got Margot. Happy birthday, Margot. Her birthday a couple of days ago. We also got McDonald, Julie, I think McDonald was on here. Oh, she disappeared. I think she was scared of me. I must have boarded her already. But anyway, I got a couple of things to share with you. I'm going to share my screen, okay? And I'm going to make it as fun as possible. But wait, before I do that, let me know, where are you all from? All right, because I've been to Australia, different parts. I haven't been to every part, okay? But let me know, where are you? Hold on a second. Let me share my screen here. Oops. I did some. Can you all see my screen with my slides here?
Yep, I can see that, Simon.
Okay. So, all right. I do know where Bribby Island is. Okay. Melbourne. All right. Gold Coast, Margot. Yes, I remember. Megan from Brisbane. I'll be there next month. All right. So my purpose, is to have a positive impact as many lives as possible. We believe 3 beliefs about network marketing. Number 1, every one of us here are born with unlimited potential. If a shy, quiet Asian kid from Brooklyn, New York can do it, you all can do it. Okay, English was kind of like my third language. Network marketing also allows us to give back more to our world. You all have an awesome product. By the way, I'm a customer to your product. I messed up my elbow throwing a baseball too much with my son, and I actually used the product. Okay, it's a great, great product. And I guess when you're getting old, I pulled like my lat muscle too today. I put some on there as well, and it's feeling better. Otherwise, I'll be like crashed down doing this training. Also, network marketing allows us to be better parents, because the things you learn from this allows us to teach our kids way better. I'll give you an example. It's like fear, right? I used to I was always the underdog. English is my third language. Growing up in a very Caucasian part of New York, I used to do a lot of things, but I'd be able to raise my kids in a much more positive environment because of network marketing. In a network, in ML Nation, our vision is to empower 10,000 distributors to achieve a full-time income. So real quickly about my background, I'm going to talk about 3 things. Okay? The 3 small changes that will make a big impact. I got started in 2003, so I know that makes me make me old, even if I don't look that old. But I got started in 2003. And I had tremendous amount of challenges, okay? I never did sales, no marketing. I can't speak like Justin, like outgoing. I'm an introvert. I didn't know many people. I didn't have any local contacts. I lived in LA, and I was originally born and raised in New York. So here are some amazing income checks, okay? I know you're not supposed to show your checks in network marketing, but look, I made $0, another month, $0, $0, $0 in January 9th, $0, $0, all zeros. So if you are struggling, hey, awesome. I know, not awesome, sorry. I know it's painful, but I know how you feel because I've been there before. Struggling. And most of you are probably doing way, way better than me. But I tell you, one of my turning points was I got my first check, $200 check. Okay. Since then, I started getting a residual check since back that time. Now, I want to share one thing with you. I talk about 3 simple things, right? 3 small things that lead to big results. The first one you have to understand is big moments happen at big events. Okay? You have to go to your ICEA events. I don't know what it is. I know Justin, they go to Dallas, they go to the company events, they travel. Big moments happen at big events. I'll tell you one of my big light bulb moments. All right, I'll tell you, this is if you wonder what this picture is, this is the San Diego Convention Center, and I went there in 2004, April 2004. And how it went, I was like, well, I wasn't making much money. I was making like $200 a month. And my mentor, who we actually worked. We had like a global team, kind of like, Justin, you're in Brisbane, some of you are out on Gold Coast or spread out. My mentor was the same way. He was in Texas, and I live in California. And you guys see my screen share? Someone's actually very kind.
I can only see the MLM Nation cover page. Sorry, mate. It looks like your desktop or something.
Oh, okay.
You missed the check splash pie. I was thinking, oh, he's showing us something.
Oh, it's good. You missed all my typos. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, so you missed all my embarrassing checks. Okay, so these are my checks, okay? 0, 0, impressive check, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All right. But anyway, we're talking about big moments happen at big events. So anyway, Janine, thank you for sharing that, letting me know. So my big light bulb moment, this is San Diego Convention Center. My mentor told me, you better go. I was like, why? Why'd I have to go? Because, from a job mentality, when I was at a job, you don't go to events. You just go to the job and work, right? So you better go. And I was like, well, good. Well, the company pay for it? The company doesn't pay for it. You got to pay for yourself. I was like, what type of event is this? The events I knew at my job was the company pays for my travel. No, you got to pay for everything. Like, why am I going? So, you know what? You better go, or else I'll never work with you ever again. I'm telling you, you and Justin and Nicole are not like that. You're lucky to have an upline like that. He said, you better work. Now, at that time, like I said, I was making like $200 a month. My upline did a lot of 3-ways for me. He really helped me out. He actually made me accountable. So I went from 0 to earning some checks. He was a big part of it. I was like, what do you mean? Come on, Steve. If you don't go, you better get your ass there. I'll never work with you again. It's like, this guy is a jerk. How can you be so harsh? But I was the type between me and my brother, the kid that never want to get in trouble in school. So my mom said something, I just want my allowance money and my toys. I'll do whatever they said. So my mentor's like, I have to go. Oh, he won't work with me. And I'm getting some success because he's helping me. So, all right, I'll go. So I didn't know what I signed up for, but I was like, I'll go. And so it's like about San Diego. It's about a 2-hour drive. No, without traffic. In LA, there's always traffic, right? So it's like a 3-hour drive there. And the night before, I still remember this is like 15 years ago. I broke up with my ex-girlfriend. And now I admit it, I did not dump her. She dumped me. And I slept 90 minutes a night. I was really emotionally messed up. She was a girl that I thought I was going to marry. Remember, this no bad things. It's actually good things. But now I'm married to my dream girl. And we have 3 kids. But back then I thought I was going to marry her. She dumped me. And I was just an emotional wreck. And I slept. I remember I went to bed at like 4:30 and got up at 6 a.m. like that. And that's because I had to go to this event. I'll give you another tip. Now, did I really want to go to the event? I didn't want to go to the event. I was like, I broke up with my girlfriend. Maybe I'll just show up later on the day. But I couldn't because I had 2 down. I didn't have many downlines, but I had 2 downlines that I got to go to the event. So that's another tip. Not only do you have to go to events, you got to bring your downlines to go to the events. And a lot of times, it's not just to get your downlines there motivated. It was because for you to be accountable, accountability, we're talking about, is a big part of success. Having yourself find all types of accountability. Like for me to share the training I'm sharing with you about consistency, actually kind of holds me accountable. I got to be consistent. You want to be accountable. You got to have some type of accountability. I know Justin and Nicole, they've done coaching with me. That's one type of accountability. You got to have some type of accountability. So I was like, I really don't want to go to this event. It's like I slept 90 minutes. But I got to pick up my 2 downlines. So I actually drove one 20 minutes, the other one 45 minutes out of the way to pick them up, drive them to San Diego. And they were talking to me. I have no idea what they were talking about. All I knew is that once I got to the event, I was like, that is awesome. I'll meet you, I'll meet you during the lunch break. And once I dropped them off, I ran down to the car park and I took a nap. Okay. But I tell you, I couldn't even nap because I was still emotionally, mentally messed up because I was thinking about my girlfriend. Okay. And by the way, the girl, hopefully she regrets me from dumping me, but I have no regrets that she dumped me. So anyway, that was my, but I tell you that, why was a big light bulb moment? Because when you go to events, it's not just the trainings, it is the networking, the environment, right? You have to understand ASEA network marketing is not just about skills. Who's our biggest enemy? Our biggest enemy is ourselves, right? Exactly, Marco. It's ourselves. It's not the competition or what other products. It's not Amazon. The biggest enemy is ourselves. So you can learn all the skills, but until you build a belief in the profession, to build a belief in yourself, you'll never be successful. Until you stop procrastinating, you can't be successful. So at that event, what happened was, I admit it, I don't remember anything at that event. There's 2 things I remember, okay? But the rest of the stuff at the training, I'm sure it was a great, great event, but I don't remember a thing. 50, I don't remember, but I remember 2 things. One of them was one of my uplines, who's a making $500,000 a year. During the event, he had a stack of papers. I said, what's those? What's those papers? Where'd you get those? Oh, you can't look at these. It's like a handout. You can't look at these. Now, he's a guy that he was on my upline. He was on my upline. He's an upline, right? Like it was the first time I ever met him. I've heard this guy was like a legend. He had these papers. And where did you get these? Is it handouts? Is it training? Said, no, you can't get these. Turn it out. I'll let you see for 30 seconds, Simon. He showed it to me. Okay, it was like a stack of papers, like this. Okay, stack of papers. Okay, and I was like, what's in there? It was contacts, leads, prospects. Even a person who was making like $500,000 a year was consistently recruiting. That was one of the big, profound moments I had. Constantly prospecting, right? When was he prospecting? He would step out and prospect. He'd be at the event and step out during a break and prospect. So you never stop prospecting? He said, why would I? I have a great product, great profession. Why would I stop sharing with people? That was the first one of the things I remember. This guy, Dan. I still remember the hobby, where in what part of it. It was such a profound moment for me. Second thing I remember was this great steak dinner. Now, I don't eat red meat anymore. I haven't eaten red meat in 11 years. By that time, I used to have a red meat, and it was called, I still remember the restaurant. I don't think it doesn't exist anymore. Downtown San Diego. It's called the Strip Club. Now, it wasn't a strip club. It was a New York steak strip club, right? It was like basically steak. It was like a strip house that went out of business. A strip club. I don't go to those things, as you can tell. But there was a strip club that converted into a restaurant. But the seating was kind of like a strip club, right? They actually kept the poles and stuff like that. So I remember at that dinner, I think it was the second day. It was actually the Saturday, the second day. It started on Friday, second day. By then, I slept like 10 hours that night. My body recovered. And I met a lady that she said, what do you like to do? Now, she was cross-lined to me. And I was like, what do you like to do for fun? So I like to work out. I'm into fitness. I was like, what do you like to do for fun, Lynn? So she said, I like to ride horses. Like, I'm a city boy. I don't know anyone who ride horses. You ride horses. But yeah, we have our own stables. I like to ride horses with my 2 teenage kids. I was like, horses? Now, let me ask you something. What type of people, are you like poor, Centerlink, middle class, or wealthy people have horses? What do you think? Type it in. What type of people? Right? Wealthy people. And I'm like, you're doing network marketing? So yeah, we have our horses. We have a stables. I like to enjoy my time. It's like, why in the world are you doing network marketing? So I found out she actually had her own she sold financial products, like investments to people, and she built $1 million business. And she sold it. So she's wealthy. She doesn't even ever need money again. But she said, well, I do network marketing because I'm too young to retire. So if I'm working, I might as well work smart. I'm going to do network marketing because you get residual. You know, I was like, oh my, I thought only poor and pathetic broke people like me that time would do network marketing. And here's a lady that's a millionaire, has horses. I mean, just to buy a horse or to feed the horse, take care of the horse, and she's doing network marketing. I was like, you know, and then we became friends. We just started talking. We became friends. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting next to a millionaire. And she's doing network marketing. And I was kind of like shy to tell about I'm in network. When people say, is this network marketing? I'm like, not really. Now I'm like, wow, millionaire does network marketing. That totally changed my world. Me and that woman, Lynn, we became good friends. We became accountability partners, and we challenged each other. Right, so I still remember. I'm proud to brag about this because we had a bet in our company which one would make it was called a silver director. Silver director, you have to make $1,000 in a week. Now before that, I never made more than I made like a couple hundred a month, right? 1,000 a week. The first one to make $1,000 a week, you have to treat the other person dinner at the next event. I was just fired up. I made the bet. And afterwards, like, oh my goodness, how am I going to? I never made more than $1,000 a week. How am I going to do that? I'll tell you, that profound moment, the belief in the company and products, the profession totally changed me. And actually, I beat her by 1 week. The next week, I made my $1,000 in a week. That was my big light bulb moment was meeting someone. And actually, we kept each other accountable. Am I consistent? I'm probably very disciplined that Justin talked about, but that comes from because of accountability partners. Even now, today, I have accountability partners. So my challenge to you, every one of you here, not only do you have to go to your events, but you got to find someone to hold you accountable. It doesn't necessarily need to be Justin and Nicole. A lot of times, the best accountability partners are someone at your level you can relate to. And, my upline had a lot of success. She was making thousands a week. But me and this woman, Lynn, we're at the same level. And we would vet with each other. We would challenge each other. That's one of the things that help us become consistent. So that was like my big, big light moment. Now, if I didn't go to the event, so my upline was kind of mean, like, you better go or else I'm not going to ever work with you again. Years later, I thanked them a lot. It's like, you know what? I would not be here. If ML Nation wouldn't exist, if I never went to that event, okay, you just never know what happens. Because, like I said, this business, the thing that we got to defeat is ourselves. And it's an emotional business. And it's easy to get down because we're up and down. And we rely on these events to keep us going. Everyone can go when things are good. Is when things are baked down. When your prospect that's going to show up doesn't show up. Person that wants to sign up doesn't sign up. Can you keep going? All right. I'm going to give you a couple of things. I'm going to turn off the screen share. I'll come back later on. Has this been good so far? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Fantastic.
What else? Anyone else? Let's see. Hold on. Aside from hearing Justin, I know Justin always likes to talk. Good, Margot. Okay. So let me talk about small things. Number one, you have to go to events, right? Because it builds the belief. Now, do you need to have a lot of skills to go to an event? You don't need to, right? You don't need to. You just have to show up. Show up, and the key to networking event is build networks, build relationships. Okay. Now, Jane, you have a question about what could you suggest as consequences for not doing what you say you want to do? All right, Jane, do you have kids?
Hi, Simon. Not functionally, no. I have 4 kids. I have a grown-up child. There's no.
So you have a grown-up child, right?
Yeah.
You have a grown-up child. Obviously, you love that grown-up child a lot.
Most days.
Most days. So one of the things that has helped me is you share with your grown-up child what your goal is, what you plan to do. Because you never want to let that grown-up child down. Right? You never want to let the grown-up child say, oh, my mom can't do anything. She's a flake. She's all talk. Right? That would hurt your heart. That would break your heart.
I think he already thinks that.
He already thinks that. Okay. Right? So find someone that is, so number one, motivation. Share with your I don't know, son or daughter. He thinks that, right? You're the son.
Yeah.
What are you going to do and how you're going to make it? So think about it. He thinks that you're a flake already. So the fact that you, are you going to reinforce the fact that he believes that your mom's a flake? Or are you going to prove that your mom's different? She's changing. What would you want to do?
Yeah, prove I'm going to change it.
Exactly. So it should be motivation. I mean, one of the things that I didn't quit, right? Even stuff with ML Nation. I have bad days at ML Nation. I think that keeps me going. Like, my kids are young. Will they ever, what happens when they grow old? Like, oh, their daddy did this and quit. Like, That'll be heartbreaking for them to think that daddy was a quitter.
Mm.
Right? So think about your son, thinks you're a flake. So why don't you share this with him? Hey, you know what? This is something I'm going to do. I want to let you know. I'm going to keep you. You don't need to. I'm not here to impress you. I just want to let you know this. So I want to keep you updated. I just feel better just to share with you. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to join. You don't need to buy. But I just want to share this with you. And we don't like to let our kids down.
Mm.
Now, another thing is there's probably some people in your community, right? And by the way, one of the best things to do for accountability is like share with people, teach it. Whatever you're learning now, teach it to someone. I mean, I coach Little League baseball and basketball. We just came back from a basketball game, right? Our number one rule is always have a positive attitude. Have a positive attitude. So, I mean, the games where I'm like, I'm so disappointed and frustrated. Yes, but I actually catch myself from acting negative because I can't be a hypocrite in front of the kids, right? So I think, like, I have a positive. We're losing. Let's go. That's a positive attitude. Just the awareness of that will make you better. Okay? So talk about consistency. I think consistency. Okay. So the number one is small change. Number one is event. Number two is consistency. Well, Jane, that's an excellent question. Right now, welcome more questions. Second thing is, there's going to be three. You want to be consistent. I want to ask you this question. How many of you struggle with consistency? Type it in. Be honest. How many of you, and what do you struggle with the most in terms of consistency? What type of the business, where in the business do you struggle the most? Type it in and share, and I'm going to give you 3 rules that will help you. Okay? So, Justin, getting the DMO done every day. Okay? What else? Jane, what do you just shared that? Okay, reaching out to new people, Jane. Okay? What else? I want everyone to share here. We have to be honest with each other. Okay, what else? We all, by the way, we all struggle with consistency because we're human. There's no one that doesn't struggle with consistency. Okay, getting through your list every day. Okay, Jane, picking up the phone. Okay, good. Janine, exercise. Okay. Some of us struggle with different things. What else? Karen, what do you struggle with? Mary Anderson, what do you struggle with? Sleep. Okay. Drinking water. Okay. Who else? Sal, what do you struggle with? Okay. Megan, getting out to meet people. Okay. So these are all things, if you had a couple mental hacks, will help you out. I'm going to give you a couple hacks here. First one is 3 rules. Write this down. First rule is you start with 1. Start with 1. So if you can't meet 10 people, meet with 1 person. Okay, you can't reach out to people, pick up the phone, call 1 person. Now, I don't want you to call 10 people, just call 1 person. What is the saying? I say 1 is better than none. Okay, all right, Sal. Don't spill that hot soup in your hand. 1 is better than none. Right? Everyone can do 1. Exercise, right? Can you exercise, Jane? You struggle with exercise. Who struggle with exercise? Can you exercise in your house? Janine, you struggle with exercise, right? So just say, here's a good example, a push-up. Right? I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe just say a push-up. Can you do a push-up? You don't need to say the answer. You can do a push-up, but you can do probably a push-up on your knees.
Yeah.
Right? You can do a push-up. So I want you to start with 1. Just do 1 push-up today. You're not allowed to do 2. Just 1. That's all you need to do. Okay, so that's the first rule. Start with 1. You can't call a prospect. Make 1 call. You don't even need to talk to him. Just leave a voicemail. 1. Send 1 text message. 1. Okay? 1 is better than none. Second rule. Okay? Second rule is every day you add 1. Okay, so Janine, you're going to do 1 push-up today on your knees. And tomorrow, you are going to do how many? 2. You're going to do, now no more than 2, just do 2. That's it, 2. There's a reason why we struggle with consistency. It's because we want to conquer the world. You can't even conquer 5 minutes. How are you going to conquer the world? You want to build a big team like Justin, Nicole, but you can't even talk to 2 people. How are you going to do that? And this story is like people go to the gym. I want to look like, Mr. or Mrs. Olympiad or Miss Universe. But I can't even do 1 push-up. Right? I want to be like 15%, 10% body fat, but I can't even do exercise for 2 minutes. And I think the West, especially Western society, we're so, in what the US, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, we're so focused on results. You don't get results, you're a failure. Now, the failure is the person who doesn't do anything. It's getting started. So do one, and this is something, and we set these goals where we can't achieve. You go to an event, I want to get to that goal, but you haven't done anything, and then you feel like, oh, I'm a failure. So this is conquering yourself. Is you start with 1, and every day, the next day you add 1. So Janine, everyone here, let's talk to Janine. Do you think if she did 1 push-up today on her knees, you think she can do that? 1, just 1.
Yeah.
Do you think tomorrow she can do 2?
Yeah.
2. And then she can take a break. She doesn't need to exercise anymore. Just 2 push-ups. That should take you 30 seconds, right? 20 seconds maybe. That's it. The third day, she's adding 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. So maybe after 10 days, how many could she do?
10.
10. Now, do you think maybe she can't do 10? Right? So the second rule is you add 1 each day. Maybe she does 5 and she just cannot do it. She's going to fall flat on her face, right? But no one's watching her. It doesn't matter. So here's the third rule. Third is once Janine gets to a point, she splits it into 2. So maybe, Janine, you get to 6. You can't do it anymore. Then you split it to 3 push-ups. But you do 1 in the morning and 1 maybe in the afternoon or the evening. Now, if Janine can do 6 push-ups, do you think she can do 3 in the morning and 3 at night? She can do that? Right? And then you basically, for those 3 times, you reapply those 3 rules. So she does 3 in the morning. The next morning she does 4. Then she does 5. Then she does 6, 7, 8. Until she can't do it anymore, then she splits it up. Like within 3 or 4 weeks, you'd be very, very consistent. Within 3 or 4 weeks, you'd be able to do 20, 30 push-ups. And you keep doing that. Same with prospecting. You have to fear everyone can make 1 call, 1 message. Every day you add 2. So I'm going to repeat the 3 rules. Number 1, you start with 1. Second rule, you add 1 each day. Third rule is, once you get to a point you can't go anymore, you split it into 2. And you apply those 3 rules to that. This is a magical formula that applies for everything. It works wonders. Sounds good? Okay, so I want you all to do that. What are you working on? And Janine, so you talk about Jane asked about accountability. There's a way for accountability. Now, we're all going to hold Janine accountable. You're going to do your 1 push-up today, and you're going to do 2 tomorrow. Hey, well, let me know. Message me on Facebook and let me know. All right? You slowly build. Most people fail because they want to go from 0 to hero. There's no such thing as 0 to hero. That's only in the movies. It's a little bit. It's doing, success is boring. It's doing the mundane. A little bit. Just a little bit. I teach my son this. It's the compound effect. You don't need to get a lot better. Just tiny, 1% better. That's it. But every day you get 1% better. And then 1 little percent better. Right, Jane? Just 1% better. 1 extra call. If no one picks up, leave voicemails. Next day, leave 2 voicemails, 3 voicemails. Within 6 months, you're going to be a superstar. How do you overcome fear? We can never get rid of the fear, but in spite of fear. And doing this type of stuff. So, you think, I haven't came to make 1 or 2 calls. You're not going to be like Justin and Nicole. But if you do 1 a day, within 6 months, you'll be superstars. Okay. Last thing I want to share with you, and I'm going to take some questions, is you need to get another accountability. You find someone to hold you accountable. Like I talked about Jane, find your kids. Another way is to teach things, right? Yeah, why accountability is so important? It's like, so going to the gym. Some of you, there's times I don't like to go to the gym, but I go to the gym. If you have a trainer, will that increase the chance of you going to the gym? Absolutely. If you're meeting a friend to go to the gym, chances are you show up at the gym, right? I have accountability calls. Every month, I have one-on-one accountability calls with a couple of friends. Some are in network marketing, some are not in network marketing. We report what we're working on. And I think we all have pride and ego. We don't want to look like an idiot and fool. Force us to step up the game. Right? Like that network marketing journey of being an entrepreneur is not easy. You need that accountability. So accountability, it's not just, oh, I'm going to get accountable for Justin and Nicole. Find someone, right? You get a coach, a trainer, or find someone of yourself, and especially someone at your level. Like if you're on this call watching this, obviously you're not a quitter. Right? Why else would you be, especially those who are on here live? I mean, there's other things, better things to do, right? I'm sure you got busy schedules. Be on here. You're not going to quit. Find someone on here. Like Janine, pair up with someone. Jane, pair up with someone. And, and it is about, you don't need to talk long. Talk short. Even it could be 5 minutes to send a message every day. What did you do today? Who did you talk to? Who did you follow up with? All right, post your numbers. Justin, find someone. Post your numbers. Make yourself uncomfortable. Here's something to do. Here's something too with those who have kids, right? Or it doesn't matter if it's grown up or young. I'm thinking about you, Justin, right? So, like, you struggle with your DMO because you got a lot of things going on. One of the things I do with my son, I started this when I had one son, now 3 sons. But I recorded, if you're ever on a long drive, I mean, Australia's got a lot of land, you're driving, right? I would take my phone, I have a headset, and I'd do like an audio diary for my son. So I told him, well, Daddy's going through a tough time right now with challenges. I don't know what. But I'm not going to quit. My lesson here is I'm trying to motivate him. I'm venting, but at the same time sharing like, hey, I'm not going to quit. And when you listen to this, I don't know when you're going to listen to it, when you're 18, 20 years from now, but you're going to remember this moment in 2019. Daddy's like in a tough spot, but he kept on fighting. Maybe you learn later on, and maybe when you listen to this, you see things that are totally different. But at this stage, I'm going through this. That's sharing it, right? And then I put it in the Dropbox. And a couple of my close friends, if anything happens to me, God forbid, like I die or anything, they know these are audio lessons I give to my kids. By the way, that's one of the best presents you can give to your kids, right? Sharing your journey. So later on, they say, okay, you know what? When things are easy, Daddy never had it easy. It was really tough. In that way, that's like your type of accountability. Because I know, like, my kids, when they listen to it, I don't want to, like, oh, so the daddy quit? What happened afterwards? After he did that recording, he quit? Right? We all know, we see, the thing is, we are our biggest enemy. We let ourselves down, but we never let our loved ones down. Right? Anyway, a little tip here. That helped tremendously. Every time we go for a long drive, sometimes, I remember the first time I did this, I'm going to leave a 5-minute audio to my kids. And I ended up ending with like a 30-minute, like a sermon to my kids. Blah, 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 blah. Because I had so much on my mind. But like, hey, don't quit. Wherever the lessons, this is what I'm learning. Don't do that. So again, one of the ways to hold yourself accountable is teaching people. Social media, teach. How many of you learned something new today? Teach it, right? Teach it. Because when you teach it on social media, there's a thing called cognitive, I forgot the thing, but we like to be consistent. Because if we say something and we don't do it, we feel guilty. We have a moral conscience. So if you're teaching it, you're not going to like not do what you taught. So Janine, if you're teaching about the 1 a day thing, teaching out to people, like I'm going to do 1 push-up a day on my knees, and you're going to not feel good if you don't do it. Right? So that'll automatically force you to do it and do it and do it. All right? These are all mental hacks. Because again, because we don't want to let other people down. Okay? So those are the 3 simple things. Last thing I want to share with you is it's really important. Australia is a big land, right? When you get into your car, what's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you do when you get into a car? Oh, thank you, Jane. Cognitive dissonance. Jane, you know more than I do. She'd be rocking it. Right? That tells you don't need to be that smart to be successful in network marketing. You just have to learn to be consistent. Because if you're consistent in anything you do, you'll be successful. I'm definitely not that smart. Okay. Now, what's the first thing you do getting back in the car? What's the first thing you do? When you get to
adjust the car. get sorted for the drive,
And then what do you do? Before you adjust the car turn, what do you normally do?
plug the phone in.
Okay, plug the phone in. And then what do we do?
Work out where you're going.
Look at where you're going?
Yeah, work out where you're going, what the route is to get there.
Okay, so after you put the
Or
seatbelt
plug it into the GPS.
GPS, right? How many of you use GPS for your car? Even if it's like 5 minutes away, you use GPS. Right? 10 minutes, 15-minute drive, use GPS. Right? I know a lot of you, like, I just want to know what time I get there. Right? How many of you want to know what time you get there?
Yeah.
So GPS, think about this. If you're going from, just say, Queensland, just say Brisbane, and you're driving to, what's far from Queensland? A good example. Let's say you want to go a long drive to Sydney. That's pretty far, right? How many hour drive is Brisbane to Sydney? 10 hours? 12 hours, right? We're definitely using GPS, right? And that's like your network marketing journey. But what happens if you didn't have GPS? What would you do in a car now? You go crazy.
Get lost.
You get lost. But you're like, the kids, Mom, are we there yet? When are we getting? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's the same in the network marketing journey. You see, one of the things that really helped me out in my business, I had a mentor that told me, Simon, even if you have no skills, you talk like an idiot, you have no idea what you're doing. If you talk to any 100 people, one person will join your business. One will be a customer, join your business. So I said, all right. One. So, when I showed you the numbers, when I made no money, I was like 0 for 41. I was pretty bad. But I didn't feel that bad because my mentor says 0 out of 100. 1 out of 100. It gives you hope. Track your numbers. Every one of you here, you can use the number. You're probably better than that. You're probably 1 out of 50. Probably 1 out of 100. Track your numbers. How many new people you talk to, you reach out to every day about ASEA. Sometimes I talk to people that they say, oh, Simon, no one wants to join. No one wants to buy. I say, how many people have you talked to? Like 20 or 30. That's a lot. Like, first of all, there's a big difference between 20 and 30. Because if you talk to 30 people, do you think you'd be less nervous? Do you think you know a little bit more? Yes. It's a big difference with 30. My first 10 people, I couldn't even get past hello. By 20-something, I actually could get people interested, but I'll screw it all up. By 30s, I was very close to signing up people, but I didn't know how to close. I didn't know how to use three-way calls. But a 42nd person, someone joined. So it gives you motivation. I'll tell you, someone I'm working with, a coaching client right now. He tracks his numbers. I'll say, you know what, Jared, you can get at least 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20. 1 out of 10 would definitely become your customer. Or you're like, really? This is an average game, lower numbers. He started in November, and he started tracking. At the beginning, I think he got 1 out of 30. But he's been tracking consistently every day. I think he shared with me, we talked last week, since November, actually since January, okay? He has reached out to 1,200 people on social media, including Instagram and Facebook. 600 people has accepted him as a friend. I mean, he got 600 no's. 600 people totally ignored him. Out of the 600, 300 were interested. Okay, I'm interested. But only 60 will actually look at a video. Okay, 60 will look at a video. Out of the 60, I think 20 joined the business. And another 30 became customers. Right? It's just a numbers game. He's averaging almost 1 a week. Actually, in terms of customer or associate, he's averaging more than 1 a week. He knows the numbers. He actually said to me the other day, so Simon, for every 3 phone calls I get, actually, it's 1 out of 4. For every 4 phone calls he does, he gets at least 1 customer, 1 sign up. So he knows. He knows. But to get those 4 phone calls, he has to reach out to 20 people on social media, random reaches out. Out of 20, a lot of them will ignore him before we actually take a phone call, and he will sign them up. Hey, your tracking's at your GPS. That's your GPS. But you got to know. So some of you feeling discouraged, like, when am I going to get there? Track the numbers. It's one of the most encouraging things you can. The longer you do it, the better and better you get at it. So when I first started tracking, I told you I was 1 out of 42. Towards the end, 1 out of 10 we'll get a sign up. We'll get a sign up. It could be any 10. I could talk to 10 people in the petrol station. Any 10 people. All right, it averages out. I had one of my leaders, one gal, she started off. She was 0 for 115. I was like, she's like discouraged. I was like, Kim, keep going, keep going. It's 1 out of, you're good. You're 1 out of 50. He's like, Simon, keep going, keep going. And the next thing you know, the next 3 people she talked to all signed up. Well, Simon, I'm so good. So you're not that good. You're just the numbers. I told you it would average out. Eventually, she did get really, really good. The longer you go, you get better and better. Your numbers will go down, right? So make sure you track your numbers. That's another type of accountability. Share accountability. How many people you reach out to. Network marketing is a business. We talk about we're a business, so treat it like a business. What business out there? Was it McDonald's? Whether it's, coffee. What is, Burger King. You don't guys have Burger King. You have whatever business out there. They track numbers. Track your numbers. The gym tracks something. Right? Track your numbers. Really treat it like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you get a hobby income. Right? The reason I emphasize on this stuff is like there's skills involved, definitely. But this business is learning by doing, not learning by studying. Now, if you're on this call, you've actually done personal development, because I know Justin and Nicole have a system already. Listening to the same stuff over and over again is good, but you're not making any money. You learn by doing, right? Not by, I'm going to go attend another training. You learn by doing. Right? At your jobs, did you learn by studying a manual, or you learn by doing? You learn by doing. You got to do. And the cool thing is, as long as you keep going, you'll be successful. Right? I'm going to share something with you. Has this been good? What's your big aha moment? Actually, I'm going to share something with you. I'll take a couple questions. What's your big aha moment for this training? And I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take some questions too.
I really liked the and add one. I think that's really great advice for people that are getting stuck.
Yeah. I like every one of you to start with 1, right? And that's the cool part is, you don't need to be a superstar. Everyone can start with 1. 1 is better than none. Okay.
I love the idea of splitting it too. Get up to your max and then split it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, especially you, Justin, because you have limited time. You're going to get to a point you can't do it anymore. So split it up. I'll split it in 2 parts of the day. You also prevent you from getting burnout too. Margot, yes, tracking. Tracking. You have to track. Everything, but every business tracks. Is there a business in Australia or America that doesn't track the numbers? Every business tracks. Right? And this business is achievable, but you got to learn to do small little things. Okay, start with 1. And, for Janine, you want to exercise? Start with 1. We're going to hold you accountable. Your accountability is just making it public. All right, I'm going to share a couple of things. I'll take some questions. I know some of you may have questions. Big moments are going to happen at big events, right? Big moments happen at big events. Real quick, I mentioned like some of you were Brisbane. I'm actually going to Brisbane in 34 days from now. I'll be in Brisbane. This is our annual event. This is the 7th annual event. Okay, and I'm very excited. It's the longest generic training event in Australia. No BS, no hype. Some of you have been there. I know Margot, that's where I met. And it's this year going to be October 24th, 25th in Brisbane. All right, this is, like I said, this is from a couple of years ago. It's the biggest training event. And it's a ton of fun. So what you get at this event, you get the latest online duplication strategies, not just from me, but from other top leaders. Okay, Justin and Nicole had this shit on the stage like 2 years, and actually they'll be on the panel this year as well. It's amazing networking opportunities, and you also get a prospecting workshop. So we go through the different 10 stages of like content creation, building your list. If you found this training helpful, you're going to get a lot more in these 2 days. Okay, how to invite, how to follow up, how to close people, training new reps, promoting events, training leaders. And I think those are the best parts. Actually, I found a picture of you, Justin, is we have a live prospecting session. So in like a lot of events where you just go for learning, you actually got to work. So you see Justin and Nicole, they're actually working at that event. Okay. I don't know if Justin there smiling because he knew we were taking a picture with him, or if he's smiling because he got a prospect sign up. I don't know, but it's a ton of fun. And before you leave the event, you will get someone interested in the business. Most people get at least a sign up. Okay, you got to at least get one interested prospect. So it is August 24th, 25th, like I said, a month from now. And it is $297 US for general admission, or for VIP is $497. Right? You can go to nobsnohype.com. Now, before I wrap up, I know Justin and Nicole, they're awesome friends. I still remember first meeting them. They're just tremendous givers. So here's a special bonus for you all. Okay, this is just for those who are a special bonus, just for those who are watching this training. Okay, give you all a special 33% discount. Okay, but it expires on July 24th. And don't tell anyone about this. Okay, so in 2 days, use a special code. I couldn't think of any other code. It's just last minute, Justin. All right, go to No BS No Hype. When you click on it, when you put your credit card details in this thing called promo code, just put Justin, all lowercase, and you immediately get 33% discount off. Right? I think that's something cool, but you got to do it before July 24th, which is Wednesday. Tuesday. Yeah, Wednesday. All right.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Simon. Promo code Justin.
Yes, promo code Justin. So anyway, that's all I have for you. I guess I'll take a couple questions before I hop off for dinner. Any of you any questions for me? I'll be happy to answer. It could be anything, too. This doesn't necessarily need to be accountability or consistency. But the reason I emphasize that is because, Asia's got a great product. Justin and Nicole's got great trainings, but it's conquering yourself that you need to master. All right, that's why I shared a lot of the stuff, and hopefully I give you some tips that you can take home with. But anyway, a couple minutes. Do you have any questions, anything you want to ask me? Feel free.
Thank you so much, Simon. It's been amazing. Just reminding me about so many things that you've taught before, and a few new things as well. And totally agree. Accountability and tracking is just absolutely keys. We and I need to do a lot better than myself. I know I can achieve a lot more. So,
accountability, just one thing, people can ask the question. Accountability, tracking-wise, use what's easy for you. I like spreadsheets, but maybe you don't like spreadsheets. Use a notebook, whatever. Use like little stick figures and signs. Track them in there. And it should make it a game. It becomes a fun game. Oh, I got 15 people today. I got 17. I got 3. I got 10. For me, in terms of productivity, I'll just share with you, be totally transparent. I've been very lazy now. So residual income makes you lazy. All right, so I've been lazy. I've been really, I have a friend that says, you're not lazy. I've been distracted. I've been really focused on youth, baseball, basketball. So for me, I felt like I wasn't even working anymore. But I need to work. So I track my hours. I have an hour on my phone that tracks different things I do. And that actually that's a form of accountability and makes it fun. So this week, today I worked this many hours. I spent this much time with my kids. So you can find something that works with you, with an app, spreadsheet, or just sharing it in a group. But you got to have accountability. You got to track your numbers.
That's cool. What app's that one, Simon? That sounds good.
It's called Eternity on the iPhone. Eternity, it's a $10 app. It's free version, but use the $10. You can create different categories. So Justin, you can create like prospecting or training. So you can look at the end of the week and give you reports at the end of the week. So how much time you spend training, how much time you're spending prospecting. So if you're preparing slides for training, that's training. You don't want to create too many categories, but you can track how much time I spent family. So you look at the end of the week, wow, I spent 30 hours with my family. I spent 15 hours doing my prospecting, my DMO. It makes it a game, and then it makes it more fun.
Yeah, very cool. That sounds great. Thanks for that. Lots of notes from Nikki.
Sorry,
Hey, Liz.
Hi, Simon. Hi.
Hey, Liz, good to see you.
Hi. I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say something. I've had a very slow year, and I have been questioning a lot where I'm heading and, what I'm doing and am I staying in the game? But you said something very pertinent and earlier on about the fact that I'm here and I'm still following means that I'm not a quitter. And it really hit me. And I thought, yeah, because I keep saying I'm not doing anything. I'm not actually, doing my DMO on a regular and consistent basis. But I am following, the training that Justin and Nicole are doing. And I am in an accountability group, even though I'm not consistent. And I just realized, okay, I'm just having a slow moment. I'm still here, though.
Yes.
So, thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. And you need to be in some type of accountability person that will kick you in the butt. Right? It's like go to the gym. Like the trainers that let us off are not the ones that actually get us better. It's the ones that we do not like, that pushes us, that makes us feel like, oh, I can't have a workout. Like, well, I don't want to go to the gym today. But those are the ones that are good for us. So you're in an accountability group. You need that person to give you a kick in the butt. And I know, Liz, you're not a quitter because I remember still meeting you. I think in 2016 in Perth we met. I still remember that event. And then you went to No BS, like
Gold Coast, Brisbane.
Gold Coast. Yeah. Right? I remember last year you were there in Brisbane. So you're not a quitter. The desire is there, but you need someone to hold you accountable.
Yeah. Yeah. I've asked our accountability leader to give us a kick up the butt and kick us off the group. I think we're all being too nice to each other. And so Margot, you're a witness to this. We need to kick up the butt. Thank you.
And you know what? Part of it is, I don't want to create enemies here. For those who have accountability, it's also sometimes you have to be a little selfish, right? So if I was accountable with Liz, I'm like, am I getting anything out of Liz? If I'm not, I'm not going to be your accountability. But don't be accountability partners just because of the friendship. We're not talking about friendship here, right? Each one of my accountability partners, we're there because we provide each other value. So if I'm not sharing stuff, if I don't share stuff, I know my friend, Brian's going to say, like, Simon's not providing value. I'm not going to do this cause with him because his time is valuable. So, like, if Liz, like, you're not stepping up, the person should be like, Liz is a total waste of my time. I like her as a friend. We can be friends, but I can't be her accountability. But I need someone that pushes me. Or you need someone that be honest. You need to, like, no BS is the real deal. We're not now. You want to talk as friends. That's great. But accountability partner, if you don't step up, the person's got to let you go. Because you're wasting your time. It's not good for you. You're also wasting that person's time. So each one of my accountability partners is we have a pretty clear understanding that, you know what, we're not here to waste each other's time. I better step up and provide value. Meaning, what do I mean by value? On our cause, I got to learn something from my prospecting, my business to share. So if Liz, like, I didn't talk to any prospects, I have no updates to share. Yeah, it's totally wasting my time. Right? Like Brian, every time he's stepping up, Simon, this is what I learned. This is what I've been doing. I got to what did I learn my personal development? What did I learn from my coaching? I got to step out and provide it for him. Because I know if I don't do that, he's not going to talk to me anymore. Right? So it's the difference between friendship and now you have friendship, yeah, we're friends. And I have people that in the past, I'll tell you something fully transparent. Years ago, I had someone that's assignment, there's no value in us talking anymore. Let's just be friends. He didn't want to talk to me anymore because I wasn't stepping up to the plate. So I lost him. So I was like, oh, well, why do you not want to talk to me? I was like, crap, because I haven't done anything to provide. I got to step up my game. So you realize it's not about friendship. Friendship is cool, but these calls is really accountability. And if you find a real accountability partner, that'll be helpful. Okay, so I don't know if it's Margot or whatever, you have to step up your game. Because otherwise, that time to talk should be better time spent prospecting.
Margot's got new accountability leader.
Go, kick him in the butt, Margot.
How you going with that? That's really pertinent, Simon. I love that. That bit at the end, actually, that was gold for me. All about, like, we're not here to waste each other's time. We're here to get value out of each other. And what's that value look like? To me, that's like learning new things or helping me do the things I know I've already committed to doing. The things I know I want to do, I'm just challenged to do. So That was awesome.
All right, everyone. Let's see any questions. All right, Karen, yes, you need to get some type of accountability partner. All right. All right, Megan. All right, everyone. Hey, I got to run off. Dinner time here, and put the kids to bed. But hey, thank you for attending. I hope to see you all at Brisbane. Okay, you can go to nobsnohype.com and use the code Justin. That'd be good for 33% until Wednesday, until July 24th. But anyway, thank you I know you have all the things going on that you can be doing, but you're on this training. You are special. You deserve to be successful. And remember, we're in the profession to help others. So go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life. God bless you all, and I hope to see you in Brisbane.
Super grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Simon.
Thanks so much for coming. Thanks for taking your Sunday night out. Really appreciate
Thanks very much, Simon.
it.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, Simon.